Hello, good evening, all people. I'm going to tell us good news. Kabalebe will stand sanctions on Rwanda driven by fixed interest in DR Congo. General Lieutenant James Kabalebe addresses members of parliament, government officials, representatives of political parties and civil society in a meeting on Tuesday, March 5, courtesy Western countries that have imposed sanctions on Rwanda over the conflict in eastern DR Congo were motivated by this interest in the mineral-rich country, says the Minister of State for Regional Cooperation. General Lieutenant James Kabalebe said this on Tuesday, March 5, as he addressed the members of parliament, government officials, representatives of political parties, and civil society in a meeting that discussed the regional security issues, including rising genocide ideology. Various countries have imposed sanctions on Rwanda, the US, UK, Germany, and Canada. All these are protecting the interests in Congo, said Kabalebe. All they see in Congo is minerals. The so-called sanctions by the Canadians, for example, are driven by nothing but minerals. In Walikale, North Kivu, a little further from Masisi, the Canadians operate a cassiterite mine, which is the largest in the world. It's called the Alpha Mine. So with this mine, there is nothing surprising in the Canadian choosing to impose sanctions on Rwanda, said Kabalebe. The mining company officially called the Alpha Mine BZ Mining CA is Canadian and South African owned. On its website, the company says its mine complex in DR Congo produces approximately 20,000 tons of content per annum, amounting to roughly 7% of the world's mined tin. Kabalebe added that the Congolese government has lobbied the Western government to impose sanctions on Rwanda, promising them of mineral concessions. Congo does not need to shoot. All they do is offer minerals to the Western countries, and they do as Congo please, he said. DR Congo accuses Rwanda of supporting the M23 rebels who have taken control of two key cities in its east. Rwanda dismisses today's allegations, pointing to a security threat posed by DR Congo's collaboration with the FDLR militia, which is linked to 1994 genocide against the Tutsi. Rwanda has also expressed concerns about Congolese President Felix Tshisekedi's public declares intentions to topple Rwandan leaders. The M23 Labour Group, which is part of the Alliance Fleuve Congo AFC, fights for the rights of Congolese Tutsi communities that have been targets of ethnic violence at the hands of the FDLR and its allied militias. Despite multiple losses since the beginning of 2025 and growing calls for negotiations, the Congolese government has turned down the Labour's call for negotiations. The Rwandan government has criticized the Western government, saying they politicized bilateral cooperation and blamed Rwanda for DR Congo crisis, while letting the Congolese government off the hook for its responsibility for violations. These violations include DR Congo's support to UN sanctioned militia and the recent bombings of Banyamulenge community in South Kivu.